Folks, welcome to Burl Sports. Good things rolling here in just a minute. Hey Carl, good to see you in the chat. What's going on with my chat window here? I can't type. Oh, there we go. Feel free to interact with us in the chat. Looks like it's coming through on YouTube and Facebook. Hey Brent. Hey Brent. Hey Brent. Hey Brent. Hey Ed. What's up Jeffrey? Right, just making sure the stream's coming through all right on the different platforms here. We'll get rolling at the top of the hour. How's everybody doing tonight? It is pouring down rain here in West Tennessee. I'm over it. I'm sure it's good for somebody. So at least there's that. I feel like we might be swimming soon though. I'm sure it's good for somebody. So at least there's that. All right. Looking good, looking good. Looking good, looking good. Okay, so we'll do a quick rundown of how we do things here. So every spot gets a card in our breaks. Nobody comes up empty. So for our mixer breaks, you know, we post a full checklist before folks buy in. And so checklist is here. Make that a tad more narrow. So checklist is here. So everybody knows what you're getting into. I did have a typo on the site. I don't know if some of you caught it, but where'd it go? Here. Yeah, I had this as a 55 tops Campanella, but it's obviously a Bowman, and was scanned and everything. So, but I do post full list before every, you know, for all our mixers, so everybody knows exactly what you can hit. Oops, wrong button. But yeah, so obviously this is kind of a low to mid-grade break. Aaron's the key card. Value of all those 50s rookies has just exploded. So even a one that's in pretty rough condition like this one is still a four-figure card. So pretty sweet big hit. Gibson here presents really nicely. It does have the tiniest little mark on the back, which you know, designated here with mark. I'll show you that when we go through the broadcast. But essentially what we'll do, thanks Daniel. Daniel's preempting me, so I was going to ask somebody for a number for the chat. I'm going to have to throw 7 out next time. I think it's been 7 like 5 times in a row. So we will take our list of names. However many spots you bought, that's how many times your name is in this list. We capped it at 5. So 100 spots, 100 cards. We'll take that list of names. We'll put it in random.org's list randomizer. We will randomize it 7 times since that was the first number in the chat. And then we'll paste that list of randomized names right next to our checklist. So whoever comes out of the randomizer in spot number 1 gets the Bowman Burdette. Whoever comes out in spot number 16 gets Hank Aaron, and so on. Now, since this is a mixer break, our big set breaks, we don't read all the cards. I won't show all the cards tonight, but I will read through them pretty quickly, um, just so everybody will know on the broadcast which cards you hit. We did have a limit of 5 on this one, so mixer breaks always good fun, and make sure we get at least a decent number of people in. Yeah, Anthony, I may have to quit the day job. Who knows? Who knows? But that's a tough sell to the wife with three kiddos at home. So we'll just keep rolling like we're doing and break a week and maybe two. I've been sneaking a second one in, but side note, our youngest is going to start preschool in the fall, and so my wife's graciously agreed to help me sort some during the day, and since she'll have just a touch of time on her hands. And so hopefully that'll help us get breaks shipped out a little faster, and if that's working well, maybe add a break here or there extra. So all good fun. Appreciate you all. It's a ton of fun to be able to look through vintage cards like this, and it's man, I just can't thank you all enough. It's really cool to be able to thumb through these and provide a little bit of a fun experience. So good stuff. Next breakup coming up next Friday is 69 tops. So it will be a solid one. Got a white letter mantle to go in there too, and as well as a 69 OPG set. So little add a little spice to it. We've never done a 69 OPG. I haven't decided exactly how we'll do that yet, but I'll figure that out and let you all know before I email or before it goes on sale. So should be good fun. Hey Greg, hey Jason, Barton, good to see all you in the chat. So we'll get rolling here. Let me start our recording for the mixer break. We got 7 randoms coming up. Oh, it helps if I get a random window open, doesn't it? All right. So okay, so we use random.org's list randomizer. And we'll randomize this one 7 since Daniel hit us with that in the chat. All right. Oh, and congrats to JAD2320 on Twitter for winning the free spot in this break. If our break's got 100 cards or more, we give away a spot. Some of the times we even less. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and last one, 7. All right. David Scheffler on top. Got Nathan on bottom. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and make this a little smaller so we don't just show Aaron right off. All right. All right, I'm going to hide our condition here so we can get these all lined up. Now, so the Bowman Burdette goes to Scheffler. David Scheffler. Love the 52 Bowmans. Classy, classy cards. Then we got Fitzgerald goes to Pete Stanley, and Robin Roberts goes to William Bender. William, you've been on quite the run the last few breaks. Congrats. 3.5 here on the 52 tops. Roberts. Let's see. We got 53. Bowman Color goes Joe Dobson goes to James Hop. Bowman Color Atwell goes to Pete Stanley. 53 tops. Oh, I didn't pull any of the 53s. I should have done that so we could look at one. Here, Al Rosen goes to Greg Ritzer. They're not far. Here, let me find. That's one thing. It's been a while since we've done some of these 50 sets, so I feel like we're not getting to have quite as much variety as we've been. We will have a 54 top set break coming up, so it's been a minute on those. That this Aaron actually came out of. So here's the Rosen. This Aaron actually came out of a 54 top set I bought that I've upgraded the Aaron in, so it'll be a fun one. We got 53 Labine goes to Mike H. Got Valo goes to Greg Ritzer. Kokos goes to Michael Lane. 54 Bowman Morris Martin goes to Rich Anton. 54 Tops Pafko goes to Zach Thiel. Dick Cole goes to John Lavin. We got Duke Snyder goes to Nathan Lindgren. There's the Duke. Ed Matthews goes to David Doyle. Gil Hodges goes to Matthew Larson. And then Hank Aaron goes to Mike H. Huge hit, Mike. Huge hit. Nice low grade example of your home run king. Leave him there. Set him off to the side. Right. Paul Smith goes to Matthew Pottle. Whitey Ford goes to Gerard. Here's Whitey. Lots of 54 stars in this one. All came out of one collection, picked up recently. So pulled a good bit of the stars and the commons from this mixer out of that collection. Yogi Berra goes to Daniel Lynch. Yogi is not one from that collection. He came out of that same set that I've upgraded him because this one's, good, very good condition. Not bad for a card from 54 for sure, but got one that's graded in the upcoming set break. And a couple of cards with marks on them in this one, as mentioned. Feller, here's one of them, goes to Jason Wilder. Just in case you're wondering, he's a pitcher. I am partial to little kid writing on cards. I don't know about y'all, but I've got a good number of cards with little kid writing on them in my collection just because, I don't know, simpler times. Cass Michaels goes to David Garrick. Charlie Maxwell goes to Greg Ritzer. Del Rice goes to Greg Ritzer. Tape goes to Dave Boxey. George Kell goes to Barton Durham. I didn't pull George, but Cohen goes to Scott Owens. Gilliam goes to Fazio. Hank Thompson goes to Mitchell Kogert. Jack Collum goes to Mike H. Nellie Fox goes to Mitchell Kogert. Always like old Nellie. Weird card on this one. But 55 Bowman. Old TV design. Always reminds me of my grandmother's TV that she refused to get rid of. It works just fine. I don't need anything new. But Nelly doesn't quite fit, so it just looks a little odd, but that's okay. Let's see, Sammy White goes to James Hop. Consegra goes to Jason Taylor. Red goes to Jordy DeFelice. Shantz goes to Jeffrey Carlson. Lawler goes to William Bender. Sid Gordon goes to Mike H. Vern Law goes to Daniel Lynch. Virgil Trucks goes to Kyle Bean. Wale Post goes to Bradley O'Connor. Al Kaline goes to Joseph Cerullo. Kaline. 55 Topps Rosen goes to Matthew Pottle. Reyna goes to Nathan Lindgren. Hoffman goes to Matthew Piscatella. Campanella, now this is the Bowman, goes to Laura Conrad. Agreed, Nelly should be in the Hall of Fame. Campy's a catcher, see? Catch, just in case you didn't know. White goes to Nathan Lindgren. Kinder goes to Rob Webster. Hatton goes to Bradley O'Connor. Haddix goes to Mike H. J.W. Porter goes to Daniel Lynch. Davis goes to Matthew Dione. Roach goes to Angelo. Rapolsky goes to Jordy. Miller goes to Pete Stanley. Kammerer goes to Barton Durham. Alston goes to Matthew Piscatella. Burbank goes to William Bender. Collins goes to Daniel Lynch. Conley goes to Gerard. Deering goes to Daniel Lynch. Donovan goes to Brent Combs. Ernie Banks goes to Pete Stanley. Here's old Ernie. Nice looking mid-grade card, obviously off center. We got Face goes to Michael Lane. Fowler goes to Rob Webster. Harris goes to Jeffrey Carlson. Hegan goes to Laura Conrad. Got Kim Boyer goes to Zachary Shapiro. I always imagine that Ken really wishes they would have painted a picture of him actually not committing an error, but dropped the ball. What you gonna do? Kennedy goes to William Bender. King goes to Carl. Klein goes to Benjamin Elliott. Moon goes to Benjamin Elliott. Mossy goes to Greg Ritzer. O'Brien goes to Barton Durham. Oravets goes to Laura Conrad. Pasquale goes to Carl. Ramos goes to Barton. And the 56 Campy goes to Randy Jones. Good old Campy. Hey, there's our free spot popping up here. Spot number 77. JAD 2320. Taking on the Sandy Amoros. Worst cards for sure. Actually didn't bold that one, but I got him here. For your Brooklyn Dodgers. We got Sandy Koufax. It goes to Ian Rockwood. Sandy, somebody showed him off in a room that had some natural sunlight. Little faded, but cool low grade example of Mr. Koufax. Santiago goes to Rich Anton. Severs goes to Matthew Heidel. Stone goes to David Boxey. Ted Williams, 56 tops, goes to Matthew Pottle. Hello, Mr. Ted. Turley goes to Randy Jones. Walker goes to Torrey. Bobby Avila goes to Laura Conrad. Dale Rice goes to William Bender. Ed Bailey goes to Scott Owens. Frank Thomas, the other Frank Thomas, the original Frank Thomas, goes to Zach Thiel. Gus Triendos goes to David Doyle. Plews goes to Angelo. Um, Brosnan goes to Barton. The other Ted goes to Randy Jones. Well, there he is. Hello, Ted. With the cutoffs. Showing off those guns for the 57 tops card. He practiced that snarl too in the mirror that morning. Guarantee it. It's like, yeah, that's the look. That's it. Right, Roberto Clemente goes to Laura Conrad. Nice break for you, Laura. Clemente, little writing as well. That one's actually pencil. If you get an art eraser, it might come right off if you're gentle. Oh, so gentle. Ron Klein goes to John Lavin. Burgess goes to Angelo. Solly Drake goes to Matthew Dione. And the 57 Ted goes to Angelo. SGC3 here on this Ted. Filled up the back with some stats there. Packed with hits here at the end. We got Mickey Mantle goes to Nathan Lindgren. 58 tops All-Star. Back at 5 on this one. Pee Wee Reese goes to Gerard. There's the Reese. And then Nathan Lindgren. Huge break for you, Nathan. Good to see you back in the breaks, man. But congrats for sure. Huge one tonight. Getting the mantle on the Gibson. So, as I mentioned before, a Gibson, super clean looking card. Does have tiny little mark there at the edge. But very nice card to add to the collection. So that does it for the 50s mixer break. Again, as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, 69 tops and OPG coming up Friday. So look for a little more information on that coming out. Got some good breaks coming up in March. So leading off with the 68, we've also got a 59 coming up and 72. Try to break some Topps Heritage when it comes out as well, along with that 72 break, since Topps Heritage is throwing back to the 72 design this year. So that'll be good fun. and not exactly sure how we'll wrap up the month yet, but still working on that 54 set, a couple of cards I'd like to upgrade in it, so making sure I get those hammered out. So we'll either do it the last week of the month or a mixer and then do it the first week of April, one or the other. So that will do it for the broadcast tonight. Thanks again for tuning in. Thanks for buying in. I'll get this list sorted and posted up for you to reference later if you like, along with those condition descriptions. That way you don't have to cross-check those. But thanks again. Appreciate you all. Hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. And 2 months in to 2021. Let's keep it up. Peace.